Hello everyone. Today here we are with a new lesson and the name of the lesson is The Open Window, which has been written by Hector U. Monroe and the pen name of the writer is Saki. In this lesson we'll read about a man who is suffering from nerve disorder. On the other hand, we'll read about a little girl also who is very good at creating imaginative stories on at the drop of a hat only. So let us start the lesson. First of all, the characters of the story. First character is Mr. Frampton Nuttall, who is a man suffering from nerve disorder. Vera, a 15-year-old girl, already told you that she spins amazingly imaginative stories at the drop of a hat only. Mrs. Sappleton, she is Mr. Frampton's new neighbor, and Mr. Sappleton, he's the husband of Mrs. Sappleton, or you can say he's Frampton's new neighbor. Next, introduction part. Mr. Frampton Nuttall is a man who is suffering from nerve disorder, and doctors had advised him to migrate to a rural place or a country place where he can relax and release all his stress. So, due to this reason only, he shifts to a new place to live in so that he can release all his stress and he can cure himself from the disease. Now, Vera is a 15-year-old girl who is very clever and she is very good at creating stories only, and at any situation she is able to create stories at any time. And Mrs. Sappleton is the new neighbor of Mr. Nuttall, for whom his sister had provided a letter of introduction, and this Mr. Frampton Nuttall comes to his house, reaches his house with this letter of introduction which has been provided by his sister to him. His sister provides him the letter of introduction because she has already lived in that place for already 4 years. That is why she gave him a letter of introduction so that he can get introduced by the neighbors around him. Now, Mr. Frampton Nuttall's visit to Mrs. Sappleton's home. Now, Mr. Frampton Nuttall already told that a letter of introduction was there with him. That is why he visits Mrs. Sappleton's home. There, Mr. Sappleton was not presently available at that moment. She was upstairs. That is why he met Vera at that place. Vera was the first one person to meet Mr. Frampton Nuttall. Now, Vera engages Mr. Nuttall into her talks and gets every information about Mr. Frampton Nuttall, that whether he knew anything about the new place, whether he knew Mrs. Sappleton, or whether he knew anything about Vera, because Vera was very famous all around the neighborhood about her imaginative stories and how she used those stories in order to fool people. That is why the first thing which Vera wanted to do was to get information, all the information about Mr. Frampton Nuttall and what he knew about the new surrounding. Then when the question was asked by Vera that whether he knew about Mrs. Sappleton or not, he said that he just knew her by her name, not anything else was known by Mr. Frampton Nuttall. Now Vera points towards a large window which was kept open, and she asks the question to him that why that window was kept open on an afternoon. Did he know anything about that? So Mr. Frampton Nuttall says that no, he maybe it is quite warm, that is why the window is kept open. But Vera says no, a tragedy happened with Mrs. Sappleton, and that tragedy was the one due to which this window is kept open. Now Mr. Frampton Nuttall got a little bit excited and he asks the reason for that. Then Vera starts narrating a story, a very false story, which she says to Mr. Frampton Nuttall. You can see in the picture that Vera is conversating with Mr. Frampton Nuttall in a very proper way. She is taking all the information from him. Now, according to the false story of of Vera, she just narrates the story. Whatever story she narrates to Mr. Frampton Nuttall is in this way: that out through that window 3 years ago, what happened is that Mrs. Sappleton's husband and her two young brothers went off for their day's shooting. They never came back, and in crossing the moor to the favorite snipe shooting ground, they all were all drowned in the dangerous piece of bog, and their bodies were never able to be recovered. And this was the most dreadful part of the story, due to which what happened, Mrs. Sappleton lost her presence of mind, and still some days what happens is that she keeps on waiting by keeping the window open, and she waits for them to arrive home. Now, after this, Mrs. Sappleton suddenly enters the room where Vera is a little bit, she just broke off and she is a little bit shuddered. Why she shuddered? We feel she stopped because she was just worrying whether she has listened anything or not, whether Mrs. Sappleton has listened all her stories or not. That is why she broke off at that point. And now Mrs. Sappleton bustled into the room with a whirl of apologies for being late in making her appearance. Now she said to Mr. Frampton Nuttall that she hoped that Vera has been amusing him, and she has been very interesting. And now they both talked with each other. Mr. Frampton Nuttall told about his disease and what problems he was facing and why doctor has suggested him to shift to a new place. While they were talking with each other, what happened that they after a lot of conversation, means the conversation was quite short, and the conversation was going on. Suddenly Mrs. Appleton just said few words, cried few words in happiness, and she said that just in time for tea. Don't they look as if they are muddy up too? She says that here they are at last. Now who are there at last? That is arrival of Mr. Sappleton and his brothers. That is why she cried in happiness. She was very happy, and she felt her face brightened up into alert attention, and she says that finally they have arrived. They have returned from the shooting, and they do not look as if they are muddy up to the eyes. Frampton Nuttall shivered slightly, and he turned towards the niece with a look intended to convey sympathetic comprehension. The child was also staring out through the window with a dazed horror in her eyes, and in a shock of nameless fear, Frampton Nuttall swung around in his seat and looked in the same direction. Vera just imitated in such a way that she was also able to see those ghosts coming towards him, because according to Vera's stories, these three people who were coming towards the window are dead now, and their bodies were not able to be recovered. And now who are arriving at the place? The ghosts are arriving at the place. They were not alive, they were all ghosts who were coming towards the window. That is why this story of Vera made Mr. Frampton Nuttall feel very frightened, and he was very frightened at that moment, and he horrors were there in his eyes. And what he did, he just grabbed wildly at a stick and hat, and he ran away from the place. The garden, the gravel drive, and the front gate were dimly noted stages in the headlong retreat. He did not waited for a while even, and he took his hat, he grabbed a stick, and he ran away as fast as the possible. In the picture also you can see that he is running very fastly. He is not even waiting for them to come towards him, and he left the place as soon as possible. Now, according to Vera's story here, now when Mr. Sappleton arrived the place, he asked a question that who was the man who ran out as we came up. So Mrs. Sappleton replied that he was the most extraordinary man, and whose name was Mr. Nuttall. We could only talk about his illness, and he dashed off without a word of goodbye or apology. When you arrived, one would think that he had seen a ghost. These sentences were said by Mrs. Sappleton to Mr. Sappleton when he asked the question about that man who ran away from the place. Now, when he asked the question that why he ran away in such a way, then Vera created a new story once again, and she says that maybe he had fear of dogs, and he had told her about that he had fear of dogs, and once he was hunted into a cemetery where somewhere by a pack of wild dogs, and he had to spend the night in a newly dug grave with creatures snarling and foaming just above him. That is why when he saw the spaniel, the brown spaniel is a dog here, so when he saw that dog spaniel coming towards him, he did not even wait for a while, and he ran away from the place. So this is how the story ended. So at the end we can see that it is amusing to make up stories using our imagination, but we should not hurt others. We have to use our imagination in a positive way so that it can help people. But Vera has used her imagination skills in order to fool people or cheat people. This should not be done. We have to use our good qualities for helping others. Thank you so much.